Good morning. It's Brendan Connolly with the Lake Life team going live on, what's today, Thursday? Today's Thursday. Oh, what is going on? Here we go. Thursday. I wanted to jump on here and talk a little bit. I've touched on it before, but a little bit on construction. As most of us know, inventory of used houses or housing inventory in general is still very, very low. So we are seeing, I know me personally and people I'm talking to are getting a lot more calls about people considering new construction. There are multiple ways we can do it, but what I'm also finding is that a lot of people don't understand that process very much, and it can be very daunting and a little bit more difficult. So I wanted to talk to you about the ups and downs of new construction, the pluses, the minuses, the perks, the disadvantages, etc. So first off, I want to talk about how to actually buy new construction. There's multiple ways it can happen. There's a few different scenarios. For example, scenario one, you're someone, you have a whole bunch of cash, a whole bunch of equity, something. You can simply go out, buy a piece of land, hire a builder, build your house. No problem. Do that with cash. The other option is a combination of both things. You can go out, buy the land with cash, then take out a construction loan, hire a builder, etc. Maybe you see one of these to be built listings out there. We have one over on Stanhope Slopes Road. We have one in process in Meredith. Those are two different options as well. You can buy directly from a builder who owns the land or has an agreement with the landowner to build on that property. And you can do that directly with a construction loan, buying the land and the build process all in one closing. Usually that's a one-step closing. So you go in to your bank, you qualify for a construction loan, and they will close on the land and the construction process and fund the process throughout usually it's about a year timeline, and then you'll basically just be in a regular mortgage after that. The only complicated part to that is it's a lot more legwork for both you and the builder, making sure, and it's the same with any construction loan, that all the spec sheets are done correctly. You're going to have bank overwatch, which is great. You're going to have someone from the bank inspecting the work, making sure it's done before they disperse money to your builder, so you have that extra layer of protection. But it's a lot more paperwork, essentially. But it is a very good option to buy land and a house to get it all done. The third option, which is less common, but you do see it occasionally, is essentially a builder finance scenario. So let's say a builder or developer owns a piece of land, and they're advertising a house to be built on it, or maybe they've already started, they're in the process of building. In some scenarios, the builder will finance that entire project themselves and then just close on the property as any other regular home. Less common, a little bit more risky for the builder. There may be a few more stipulations as far as the amount of deposits that you're doing, etc., in order to protect the builder from any big custom changes that you may be making that may be less saleable. So those are the three main scenarios: cash, construction loan directly with the builder, construction loan on your own land, or basically a builder finance spec build. So talking a little bit about the struggles in buying new construction. The biggest one that I've run into working with buyers is the buyer's ability to imagine what the finished product's going to be. Where's the house going to be located on the lot? How big is a 12 by 12 room? How big is a 24 by 30 garage? How high are the ceilings going to be? What are the finishes going to look like as they all come together? Some people, myself included, struggle a lot with imagining those types of things. I'm a lot more tactile. So that can be a big hurdle to overcome. The second downside is it's a longer process. I mean, this is not a great option for somebody that needs to be in a house next month. It just can't be done. We have the financing process is longer, building process is longer. We're having supply chain slowdowns, lack of workforce. I mean, this can be a 12-month process easily. So it can be a really good option, but it can be definitely a longer process. And then sometimes it can be a little bit more expensive. We're at this awkward point in the market of sometimes new construction can be, buying land and building a house can be a little bit more affordable than buying an existing house and making it exactly what you want. Because inventory is so low and prices are so high, we're at that in-between mark. And I will say, speaking from experience, it gets a little bit more expensive because of you, the buyer or the customer. When you're building, you have the opportunity to add all these things that you want as you're doing it. The change orders and the custom fixtures and the more expensive, better scenarios add up over time, and you very easily end up pushing yourself beyond the budget that you expected. So it takes quite a bit of discipline to stay within that budget. Because a kitchen can easily go from $20,000, $25,000 to $100,000, like that. And you want to make sure that you have the discipline to stay within that budget and make concessions as you go through in order to get the things that you really want. Which leads me into the biggest positive, in my opinion, of buying new construction, is you have a really good opportunity to get exactly what you want. Many times when you're shopping for a property, you're shopping for your dream property, but the reality is you're shopping for your dream property that is available at that very given time in the market. Whereas with new construction, you have the ability to buy the property that you want and build the house exactly that you want, with all of the fixtures and features and spaces that you and your family need or really desire. That's where when we talk about being more expensive versus used inventory, that's where that concession can come in. If you're getting everything that you want out of your house as a new construction process, are you okay paying a little bit more for it? I would say most people are. But if you're a very budget conscious person, it's something that you want to watch. Other benefit, I mean, with the state of New Hampshire, a new construction home, hiring a builder, it comes with a builder warranty. We're not dealing with an old roof. It's just less issues. You've got a reputable builder who's building all new product. All your appliances have warranties. The builder itself, for major defects, has a warranty for at least a year. You're not dealing with anything. You're not dealing with anything after you move in. So it can be a big stress relief to know that the furnace is good, the roof is good, windows aren't leaking, etc. Like that you just got a brand new house. It's like when you drive off the lot in a brand new car. You're gonna have less problems over time. So I would encourage those of you who are considering maybe making that move up house, moving out of your smaller house, but you're not seeing what you want on the market, reach out to us. Let's have a conversation about what you're looking for in a house, and can a new construction option fit exactly what you're looking for? Is that a scenario that would fit you and your family and make some money on selling your house and getting into the new place and making it all work? I think it would be a good option. I think you should think about it a little bit. And give us a call and talk to us. We'll talk to you openly and candidly about the pluses and minuses of building new construction and how it may fit your lifestyle. So that's about it. That's all I got to say today. I hope everyone has a fantastic end to the week and a great weekend. Don't forget, it is fishing derby weekend across the state of New Hampshire. Meredith Rotary Fishing Derby. Great weekend to get out on the lake, throw some hooks in the water, try to get on the board and maybe win some money. All right? Have a great weekend.